Hello friends, my name is Ekta Chide. I'm doing MTech at Beltech University, collaborated with ARAM Pune. Hope you are doing well in this pandemic. Today I'm going to talk about review on Hyundai Kona hybrid electric vehicle. So which were already launched in 2019 on 27th August. I'm doing this as an assignment under the guidance of Patil sir at ARAM. So I'm glad to share this presentation with you and hope this information is useful for you as per your perspective. So this is the outline of my presentation. So when the names come hybrid, it is the combination of electric motor and IC engine which gives the useful energy to store in batteries. Now this hybrid electric vehicle cannot be plugged to charge the battery. Instead, this battery is charged through regenerative braking or as well as IC engines. So, so I'm going to explain all these electrical and electronic components and their ratings, such as voltage rating. So, for example, how much amount of voltage required for battery or for electric motor to drive the vehicle. So, firstly, I will go with the present. I will go with the introduction. Hyundai. So when names come Hyundai has it is the South Korean multinational automotive manufacturing company. So Hyundai Motor Company also known for the Hyundai Motors. So Hyundai has enriched its electrified vehicle and they have launched Kona as 2017 as the first subcompact SUV in Europe. So last year, Korean automaker maker introduced the first full electric subcompact SUV vehicle, but now they are offering the full hybrid version of it. So on 27th August 2019, Hyundai launches the new car of Hyundai Kona hybrid electric vehicle. So here are some specification of Hyundai Kona hybrid as they have combines the 1.6 liter petrol engine and electric motor that work together to deliver 105 PS power, nearly 77 kilowatt, and the and which gives the maximum torque 147 Newton meter to front wheels. So uh, if we say in terms of transmission, then powertrain is connected to 6-speed dual clutch automatic transmission and having the motor capacity 32 kilowatt with the 1.56 kilowatt hours lithium ion polymer battery. This data I have collected from the Hyundai brochure. You can see the side view and the front view of the vehicle with the overall length 4165 mm, width is 1800 mm, overall height 1565 mm with wheelbase 2600 mm, and the overall gross vehicle weight is 1800 kg. So when it comes to engine, Hyundai given has the various types of engine. So I have taken the Kappa 1.6 Atkinson GDI engine with a displacement 1580 cc. This engine having the bore and stroke is 72 and 97 mm. Compression ratio is 13 and the maximum power of that engine 105 PS and maximum torque is 147 Newton meter at 4000 rpm. So the fuel capacity of the or fuel tank capacity of the engine is 38 liter. So in terms of motor, they are normally using a permanent magnet synchronous motor with a maximum power 32 kilowatt and maximum torque 170 Newton meter. So in case of hybrid electric vehicle, hybrid drive motor is positioned between the engine and automatic transmission, which engaging in power transmission. So in other words, like power of the engine and power of the driving motor generates the combined power and transmitted to the wheels through transmission. So here is the next step, that is transmission. In that vehicle we are using the 6-speed dual clutch automatic transmission, so which gives the smooth riding comfort and the driving experience with a faster responsiveness. So this transmission generally used to transmit the power which is comes from engine as well as from electric motor. So combine all those power and transfer to the wheels. So for battery, Hyundai is using the lithium and polymer battery having capacity 1.56 kilowatt hours and giving the power output as 42 kilowatt. So voltage of that battery is 240 volt. For lighting system of a electric vehicle, having the three lighting system like front, back and the interior lighting. So front, that is the headlamp, uh, having the two types, like low for type A 55 watt and for high headlamp type A 55 watt. Again turn up signal lamp having 28 wattage, fog lamp having 38 wattage. For rear combination lamp, stop tail having 21 5 wattage. Then like that tail light, tail lamp having 5 wattage, license plate lamp having 5 wattage. So these are the interior lighting. uh, for lighting system, these are the interiors lighting, just like map lamp having the 10 wattage, room lamp with and without sunroof 10 watt and 8 watt. For tailgate room lamp 10 watt and glow box lamp 5 watt. So now for fuse and relay panel description. Again, this panel description categorized into two: instrument fuse panel and for engine fuse panel description. So for instrument fuse panel, like stop lamp switch, sunroof unit, all these are comes under instrument fuse panel, which having some rated capacity or having some rated amperes, which I have mentioned here. So just like power windows, left hand relay takes the 25 ampere to open up or to close. For driver seat manual switch takes the 25 ampere. Smart key control module 7.5 ampere. Stop lamp switch 7.5 ampere. So this is the engine compartment fuse panel. So which includes the engine control relay like 60 ampere, then rear defogger relay 40 ampere, ignition switch 40 ampere, vacuum pump 20 ampere. So all these are wattage given to the all which the relays. All these wattage are given to the relays which are included in this vehicle. For charger point of view, there are basically three chargers, types of chargers. So first is the type is DC quick charger, CCS type 2. That means you can directly charge your vehicle using the DC power supply, like up to 50 kilowatt. For second is the AC wall box charger, which gives up to takes the capacity of 7.2 kilowatt. Third is the portable charger along with the car, that it is made into the wire. So having some uh, length, prescribed length, and takes the 2.8 kilowatt power from the battery. Then auxiliaries. So in auxiliaries, some of the loads which included in the vehicle. So the loads categorized like inductive, capacitive and resistive. For rear view mirror, it is the inductive load. like front fog lamps, it is resistive load, having the 12 voltage and 55 wattage rating. Then power windows, again this is the inductive load, having the 25 voltage and less than 15 ampere he conduct. Then sunroof unit 20 ampere, head up display 7.5 ampere. Then power steering motor, it is inductive load, taking this 27 voltage. So according to the converters, and this vehicle, they are using DC-DC converters, two DC-DC converters and three DC-AC converters. So that converters are generally used to converts the high voltage direct current to low voltage direct current. So after that, alternator. So basically alternator is not in hybrid electric vehicle. So instead of that alternator, they are using the motor generator set. So for hybrid electric vehicles, they are replacing the alternator and starter motor with the one motor generator set. Like they are starting the internal combustion engine and provide some mechanical power to run the vehicles of the to run the wheels of the vehicle and charge the large storage battery. So these are all the specification that I have gathered. I refer all this data from the brochure, and thank you for listening. Thank you.